unto you. This is the day that the Lord has made. Come on and rejoice and be glad in it because you can. If God woke you up this morning, tell God thank you. If you know that you are able to give God some praises, just go ahead on and just begin to think about all of the good things and all of the things that God have allowed you to go through, okay, to build your story and your testimony and to be about this particular path and journey of your life, to know that God has given you the power, the tools, and to look at life in a different way. Friends, you know, addictions can be exhausting to loved ones. I've been on this topic for this week. God is truly, truly, truly blessing me with awareness, being able to share and to possibly help other individuals along the way who may need the information. Okay, it may be simple, but I definitely understand that information that is simple can be helpful. But let me tell you about how addictions, okay, can be exhausting to loved ones. Just because, okay, you may feel, okay, individuals that is dealing and going through addiction themselves. And now you have, reached the point that you are getting the help and you have surrender. I just want my friends to know that it can be exhausting to the loved ones and things. Now, just say you haven't made it to that point, or you may be a loved one that is dealing with someone that have addiction. They are and can be exhausting to the mental mindset. Therefore, friends, you have to make sure that you have the tools to work with and to navigate in this earthly realm on this particular journey and things. And the reason why you do is because it's going to be necessarily. Remember, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against spirits and principality that is obtaining in those high wicked places. The minute you understand how to use the tools that God has given you to not be exhausted, okay, to basically to give you life in an abundance way, you're going to now understanding the things and the strongholds that work or come against the individuals that is really dealing with their own personal addictions. Addictions itself does not play fair, okay? They try to wear masks, the addiction, the individuals that have addictions. They try to do all type of things, but the one thing about the power of prayer, I'm going to tell you this. Prayer and the spirit of discernment will help you through in this particular path and journey if you are dealing with individuals with an addiction. Because one thing about addiction and everything, addictions require tools to help you on a daily basis. Now, just from my own awareness and things and learning and evolving as I'm understanding about addictions and how it affect individuals and how it affect loved ones. Truly, it is exhausting because you think that you're dealing with a demon, you're dealing with whatever that you want to put the name on it, although it is a spirit that is entertaining the body at the time and things. And no, it is not a spirit, okay, that is positive. It is a spirit that is taking resident, the whereby it has taken control of the body. Now, when you are prayerful, because you know when you believe in the power of prayer, you cannot let your prayer get entangled and get discouraged as if you are the individual, okay, that do not understand that God has empowered you, not just only with that spirit of discernment to understand and to see things, but being able now to navigate. Now, I'm no one counselor or mentor in these particular YouTube streets. I just come here talking about being, okay, able to understand about the power of prayer, life situations that bring us to our knees or stop us in our tracks, information, okay, that help individuals as you live in this earthly realm. Because I truly believe in the power of prayer. Now, no, I don't know everything at all. I am talking about addictions because I know it affect individuals and things. I know that addictions can cause what you call chaos. It can destroy families and things, it can do all type of things. It's so many different layers of addictions once you begin to tap into it, and you may find the information that you need and everything. And this is a conversation and a subject that I am understanding. You literally have to be in certain groups and organization in order really to get the education you need, unless you pulling it up on and in the atmosphere of what you call technology, because there's so much out there and things that you can go forward and to learn and to get the tools that you need. But there are what you call different groups and organizations, okay, that is what you call very well equipped with individuals that have overcame, okay, certain addictions, and now that is living what you call free from the addictions. And now they are being what you call those mentors and those counselors that is making a difference and using their testimony and life in a completely different way. Once you are free and delivered from something, God can definitely utilize you, basically can give you a completely different, platform and life to speak and to help others. I want my friends to know too that the power of prayer is necessarily if you are dealing with anything in your life. It ain't no addiction. Prayer alone is powerful. But since I am talking about addiction, how it affect individuals and how it affect families, okay, marriages and things, how it can affect a person performance and working and things, friendships, it's so many different levels to addiction. I even mentioned about gambling, how it affects finances and things, like I say, layers and layers and layers, and how it wears a mask as well because it does not want to surrender to the healing that it needs. Now, let me say this much. If you know anyone that is dealing with addiction, just realize you cannot change individuals. You can only change yourself. Because one thing about it, an individual will have to be willing to surrender and knowing that they need the help. The tools can be right in front of them, but until they have a will to want to change, that's the only way that the process of taking a step of being healed can begin. Listen, I'm understanding that God loves us all, okay, period. No matter what phase of life that we're in, none of us are perfect. Let's start walking around because you done surrendered your life to the Lord. And these are just my thoughts. Thinking now that is perfection in our life. Don't you know that the spirit of what you call darkness seeking Rome, okay, to take anyone, okay, mental mindset, space, wherever, okay, that darkness can fill in at, and it can become what it wants to become, okay? It can take resident in anyone life if you got space, if you got doors open for it. But I want to leave my friend in peace, light, and love and say, but when you surrender, okay, your will, your shortcomings, okay, just your life, your strength, period, okay, just by having, a attitude of gratitude, God can work everything out. Remember, everything is working out for your highest good because you are the only one that can do the inner work for your life. Prayer is amazing. I believe in healing, okay? I believe in miracles. I believe that, listen, whatever we set our heart out for, if it's connecting and if it's in alignment for God to see this particular, okay, phase or whatever you're thinking, praying for, manifesting, writing, journaling down, if God want to see it come through, so shall it be. So shall it be. And if you completely can trust and believe that the center, the core, giving praises to the Most High is the most beautiful thing that I have experienced. And I'm just sharing along the way. Friends, Let's continue to pray for one another, uplift one another. You never know what people are going through, okay? You never understand the journey of someone's life until they begin to talk and to share and to basically to give insight on their particular journey. Never laugh at anyone as if you cannot be touched and your home itself cannot be troubled. If you got a perfect, what you call glass home, tell God thank you that it has no cracks in it. But if you got a home, okay, or just your life period, okay, that has been challenged, tell God thank you for keeping you in your right state of mindset, okay? Because there is power in prayer. Oh God, I thank you. Friends, I appreciate you for coming through. For the ones who need prayer and for the ones who need strength, okay? Go to God for yourself and experience it, okay? Get that particular strength that you need from the Most High and things. And if you need to go a little further, include people in your life that can make a difference, okay? To God be the glory. Thumbs up the video and subscribe to this beautiful and an amazing space to whereby I try to constantly come here as often being positive, being an encouragement, sharing the insight that can be helpful to individuals as well. Remember, I'm not perfect. I'm not even trying to come here and tell you that I'm perfect, okay? So I'm just a vessel that is being used, and daily I have to raise up and put on the whole armor of God, okay, to walk this life through one day at a time, friends, one day. God, just bless everybody. Bless their families. Heal them whereby they need to be healed at. Let them discover the tools that they need for their life. God, I thank you. Now let me now exit out. And I say it like this because this new update have me tapping when I get out of here. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. All right, friends. I see my friends saying amen. I see some friends in here. Oh, I love it. Thank you. Greet you with love and peace back. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yes. All right, friends. Blessings and power unto you. Have a great and an amazing day.